I'm singling you out. I'm not. I'm doing this for everyone as a whole, by the way, when it comes to a community in Fallout 76, especially for people that played and just reinstalling the game, or B, people that are new in the game and starting out and looking how to get specific resources. Look up nodes and where to get them. And by the way, I've actually figured out where this actually node is. They were telling us to go way up here in the thing. It's not. We actually want to fast travel here and then run over to where I have marked. And it's actually in the creek bed here. But for silver, this is a silver location, guys. To get silver, if you guys need silver, we're actually going to turn around, look for where that little icon is, which is that little ping at the very bottom there. You can see where it says E for east. So that little ping is where we're going. So now you can see it's counting down. And it'll be all right over here somewhere. 50 meters away, 40 meters away, 20 meters, and actually, I believe, yep, silver right here. It is right here, guys. And we only ran that far from the town, by the way. It's right here. How you guys want to actually go for resources is through veins like this. And I'm going to show you guys what you do. So what we're going to do is go into our thing here. And we are going to hit pause. We're going to hit up on the D-pad, which allows us to see activity. We don't need to do that. I'm hit down on the D-pad. And we're going to take a look. So the Spiffing Brit is on top of a resource, which I think I already have, which is copper, which is where I put the other camp right here. Graham's Pit, which is this one. This is going to be the one we have active that we are going to move, by the way, that we put down near Uncanny Caverns, it seems like. But we're going to move this one. And to do that, we just hit this, and then we hit this, and we're going to go right here. And what we want to do is build out in the direction of that. So we're going to come and bring our thing, like this, closer to this side. And we're going to place it down. Okay? That is going to move that. Now we're going to use this. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to go into build mode. So we hold the button for our third person, which also puts us into build mode. And we're going to go to camp. We're going to do this, and we want to bring it just to the height where it is above everything here, and we need to bring it there. And we're going to bring it 3 wide. Whoopsie-daisy. That is fine if you guys do that. Just pick it up and make sure it just hits the snap location, and then go back into build mode and foundations and continue placing. Once you place it, we should have a 3x3, okay, which looks like this. And then from here, this is where you're going to go in, and you are going to go down to resources, collectors, and you're just going to place in your collector. Budding, like that. Very simple. And what this is going to do is actually give you guys a resource collector that you can lock that other people cannot really get into unless they lock pick it. And how to do that, you go to modify, you go to lock, you go down, and boom, you apply the lock. Right like that. Which will cost you guys resources, so you're going to need resources at the beginning to do the locks, but this is what it does. And then from here, we can actually build off of this to add our base. You would actually extend off that way and put a base here, add a couple doors, make a way to go inside your base. You can make it where it faces that town or up that way. It's however you want to place it. One thing to know when you're doing a camp, wherever this is where your enemies spawn. So a good thing to do is actually go to edit. You're going to pick this up. And wherever you want your enemies to spawn, which is where your turrets are going to be facing, is where you need to place this down. For me, I'm going to run it all the way over there across the water. For you guys, your bit is going to be smaller. I'm just in a little single player thing right now, but we're going to place it right here. That way, I got to make sure my turrets over there face this. Okay? That's simple to understand. And more likely, they'll probably go to this bridge. So as long as I overlook my turrets to this bridge and this section, it'll kill anything coming over unless it flies. And then it'll probably just fly over the water. But anything that walks will be right there. Now, to protect this is very simple. We've locked it. But now let's actually do a little bit more defense here. So we're going to go back in, make sure you get a good amount of concrete. My door is probably going to go right here. So I need to actually put this down. So the door goes here, which means I need to go out 2. And then we're going to go this way, We're going to leave a space right there. And we're going to look like this. Okay, right like that. And we're going to do a little small area. It's not going to be that. It's just going to be again, 3. Going over top of this. We need to make sure we bring it where that hallway is going to be, which is right here. And we need to make sure we get rid of that, because technically it should be like, whoopsie-daisy. Let me fix this. So technically, right, like, hallway goes back into that, and this. Okay, so we got a little hallway, it comes back into that, where we can put a door here, and then the rest of that is walls. Okay? We're going to implement a door right here, where a connector goes across this little bridging piece to the land that goes out towards the town. So what we're going to do is go back into build mode, and boom, and we're going to bridge into this area here. Okay? That way we have a little bridge. And then right here's where the door goes. So we're going to come over, we're going to go down to walls, we're going to go into metal. You guys might not have metal. We're going to grab a door, and the door will actually fit right here. And make sure it's where the little braces on the inside face you. Come over to this wall and do the same all the way down. And around. And then to our hallway. Into this. Where right here is a door. So we got to make sure this is like this. And then we just come over and add this in. Boop, 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 boop. And all the way down to where our door is. Now we have sealed this off. It looks very nice. Make sure we don't have any mess ups or mistakes. From here, we actually are going to have a very slight mistake, because we aren't going to be able to make another room here with a tri-wall, which means right here is going to be a door, but notice it's going to look like this, or it's going to look like this. In this case, because this is the hallway, I'm going to face it this way, so that way when we come back to the wall, the only area that is going to look a little weird is actually going to be in here, where this is going to be the only wall that looks different, right? And then boom, boom, whoopsie-daisy. Pick this up, make sure it goes to the snap location. Boom, 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 and boom. And then this is where you guys are able to go back into edit. You'll go down to wallpapers and over, and then scroll to whatever wallpaper you own and do this. Right? Boom. And then right here is where it's going to change. So we actually can go and do like a metal look, or however you guys want this. For me, I'm just going to continue doing this version of it. And you can see that is the only door that is going to look weird as we are doing this. Because it's going to look like that. And actually, I kind of lied to you guys. There's 2 areas that's going to look weird, because we actually need to put our other door right like this.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back to our stream, Gamer Girl. And wallpapers, go down, and we're just going to wallpaper this. What looks like this. Okay? So that way we are actually having that. And then from here, we're actually going to go to our doors. As in, like, here, and then go down. We're going to grab a door. And for me, I kind of want to use the oak door. Just because I feel like that's going to look a little better. Because it is for the thing it matches these walls. Close that. So I can open these up. And you don't have to make a multi-floor camp, because the more stuff you do, the more it's going to cost, by the way. Which means you have less stuff to place. But, yeah, you do not want to go and take over workshops. If you're going to need resources, it's better to farm them up by doing these. And if you guys want a silver resource right now, it is right here. So here is the abandoned bog town. Here is Ranger District Office. It's literally right in between them, right there. Down here in the red area. And silver ore. The reason we're doing silver ores, because we can do other stuff. Right in here so we can put our table room. Right here is like the little hallway. you're going to throw roof or whatever onto this, so that way you can actually, like, do whatever, right? But we have our little door here with this, and then we can add a deck that goes around all the way around the building. We can actually make this into a deck, and then do whatever. So we don't actually need this block here anymore, because we might actually add a deck onto this that goes all the way around the house. Maybe. Or a front porch, or whatever. But anyways, we're going to come in here and build our roof. Now, you guys know me. When I go into here and we go to roofs, I actually like to use triangle roofs in 2 corners. So every corner into my build is going to get one of those. Again, right here is going to be one of those. Same thing right here, which is going to look really weird on the outside, but it'll be fine. And then here, 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 and here. And then we just go to the flat. And this time I'm not going to worry about OCD or making sure everything is perfect. We're just going to fit it in just to get it done. And you guys, like, boom. Boom. Just so we can get everything fit in, get this closed off, and show you guys how to actually build around this a little bit. Boom. Boom. Now, for you guys that are OCD, you can, take your time to rotate them around like this to make sure they all lie in the same direction. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. But now that we've done that, we are actually going to have a lock on this door. So we go back into this, we go to lock, and we're going to lock it. Then we're going to make sure this door has a lock on it. This door has a lock on it. And then this has a lock on it, which I've already locked that in the beginning. And then from there, guess what? This one is basically done. You're actually just going to pretty much add in the rest of the stuff you guys need. Under me, I just go to history and stored, because I have, like, stored items here, as you can see. And this was for it just says defense. It actually doesn't say what this actually is. Weird. Oh, no, I can't even see that, to be honest with you guys. Defenses, we got that. So my tables are not going to be here, because they're actually going to be found under pretty much that. Oh, it's because the turret was on. Oh, God, this is where my thing is under. I think, which is my. Oh, that's a slime cake. Is that. Okay, so I didn't actually put down the other stuff. I mean, I have a Jenny, I have that, but I didn't put down the actual. Okay. I didn't do the crafting stuff. Wait, I thought I did do the crafting. Is it just being part of a blueprint? Kind of being weird? It has to. But resources, crafting, and then, you would do your stuff. So we're going to say we're going to fit this into this back corner, maybe, like over here. Boom. And then you would go and do, after that, probably like this. And then we would do the thing for ammo, maybe like in this corner, touching the wall. So we just got to make sure it isn't phasing through. Post this up next to the door. Armor stand will go in this corner. I don't have that unlocked. And then the armor stand can go either up against this or up against this. We'll put it up against the thing to the left here. That way we can actually give it a decoration. And then we're going to go down to right here, lawn and garden. We're going to stay under this, and we're going to put a plant in between. We'll put a plant right here. And then we can grab the other style of plant to stick, which looks about the same, just has a different bottom part. As you can see, that one's red. That one's got a blackish blue. And into the corner, and then later we can add like other stuff in or whatever. How you guys want to design the inside of your house does not matter, just matters that you guys are actually building correctly, and that is meaning building your bases on something like this. So you actually are able to grab the silver ore, and then you take the silver ore and acid, I believe, waste acid, and you go to your chem station. Boop. And then you go down to smelting, and then you're actually able to smelt out your different things here. And in this case, we were doing silver, so we'd have to look right here, silver scrap, so it makes 2. And you would just craft this. For me, it says none because I am playing with the free craft on right now for the single-player area. But usually it will take waste acid and I think like 2 of the silver that we just pulled out of... Hold on. Out of this. Okay. And you can craft out your silver that way. You just need waste acid. And where I moved this base from, which was actually near top of the world, about here, I think it is. It was like here or like right here or around here. It's in one of those 3. I know it's in this area somewhere, in this area. Not the green area, but where my little cursor's moving around. It's in this area somewhere. Is a waste acid site that you're able to like pump out waste acid in order to actually do this. Okay, so you would do like silver, you might do copper, you might want to do the waste acid, and then buy yourself the 4th location to be able to do this with. So where you get 4 or 5. It's all good. Have fun? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. And yeah, you're able to do that. So when you are building in Fallout, that's how you want to build. Okay? Build on top of resource locations. Don't build just randomly out in the world. And the reason I'm saying this is due to something that happened in last live stream when I was actually showing you guys how to do a certain build over basically here. Okay? Where I showed you guys how to do this. If I activate this camp and then go to it. Fast travel. Oh, it's because this. Okay. I'm not really taking health damage, but there we go. Technically, I'm gaining health, not losing it. But there. Because I am a ghoul, falling inside of the radiation actually boosts my glowing, and then boosts the glowing actually counts extra health. When you get hit, it drains the glowing first. Extra health. Wasn't losing it, I was actually gaining it. But I was doing a video on showing you guys how to build that. Okay? And then my cousin's like, this base is under attack. And he was actually talking about something I told you guys not to build at, which is this. Which I don't think he was doing the meadows, but he was doing one of these, which is a workshop. And then he got irritated, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna hop out of the party. And then he sends me like a fucking like message over PlayStation, like, look, I was asking for you to help, like, blah, blah, blah. I don't do PvP much either. And yeah, he was actually just giving me a little bit of lip. And that's due to, like, just not building correctly. And if you are going to take over any type of workshop, okay, like, for instance, this, or the power plants, or this, right? If you're going to take those over, don't do it in an open world full of, like, 20 other players. Because they're going to come over and try to contest that, especially if you build a lot onto it. They're going to contest it. These two share. So adventure and private adventure share. Okay, so whatever you build in private will go to adventure. Everything you do in adventure will also come to your private adventure. If you're going to take over areas like workshops or the power plants, do it in a private adventure. This way it is just you. It is just your friends. You each, in the private adventure, can take over different ones. That way you guys can go around and share resources and gain resources. But do not take over the power plants or workshop areas in the regular adventure mode, because there is 24 players in this. And if you take over an area, they can come over and PvP you by start initiating to capture it from you and then getting to shoot you. So If you want to do the PvP, go right ahead and hop in and do that. But if you're looking to gain resources and not be bothered by people stealing your shit, do it in the private. Now, I will let you know if you go into a private. Once you leave the private and join back in, it's like the regular adventure. You might be thrown into a new server, meaning you're not going to have the stuff you just captured. So make sure you're in there for as long as you want to be before you leave. And I'll have to say that about both the private adventure and regular adventure. So, again, do not take over workshops in regular adventure. Do it in private. Because in private, you can set it to friends only, team only. Technically, they have to be in your team before they can join here, or you can set it to friends so your friends can join you through PlayStation. They click your name, hit join, and they're able to join your world. But a private, take over the areas, it shares with adventure, so if you need to get more... Oh, to show you guys what I'm saying here. I've already showed you on the other video going back and forth that they are shared. But if you're needing to go to the power plants to get yourself fusion cores, do it here. If you're doing it for like areas that have like 4 different resource pump outs for you to get 4 different versions of the resource in one go, do it here. The private version of the regular worlds. I'm not talking about your servers. I'm talking about the legit private world. So when you go into the legit private world, it shares with the normal. But if you go to your servers, which is the thing all the way to the far right, those don't share. Okay, that's the heads up. So make sure you're getting the private one, not the server. It'll actually say the same thing as the regular world. It'll just say private in front of it. Okay? Boom. So if I wanted to go over and take something, now would be the time, since I'm in a private world, to go take the workshop that is here, or come over and take the workshop that was down here, which is right here. This is the time I could go over and go to like Poseidon or any of the power plants and go take them, because I don't have to worry about, look, other people being in the world to cap what I take. I just want to show that. This is private, okay, but it does share. So if I go, pretty much, I'm here, okay? If I look at my base, see this little shop? It's on my other one, okay, which I have the shop over there too. Hold on. My game is being a little bugged, but that is fine. Okay. 291, you can see I am gaining the XP, which is great. I need to figure out what my... Okay, there we go. I was like, my gun is like literally canted looking up that way. Well, I'm actually like shooting out here. But if I take this and I delete this, okay, we know it's on the other world. If I delete this, if I quickly do this, we go in, we're like, oh, we no longer want this shop. Delete it. Okay? Why did I say stored? History, stored. Oh, that's this. That, you know what? I'm gonna say that's weird. There. Boom. Alright. No longer need those. Alright, now we can see no more stored. Shops out of here. Okay. Let's back out of this and go over to my other world now, which is the main world with 24 other players. Or technically 23 other players, because the worlds hold 24. I'm going in solo, which means there could be 23 other players. We seen the edits I just did to my base. We're going to see it reflect over here, which is the non-private. This is the public version. It'll load us into the same area we just loaded into there before we moved, which loads us where the campsite is. And then you're going to see the shop we just deleted is gone. But oopsie, see I'm loaded in right here, which by the way is legit at my base. Okay, we can see the shop is gone, and also we've seen we had saved items. If I go in here, you are now going to see history. I have no stored items now, 0% stored. Just wanted to show that. Okay, it tracks everything you do in the private goes to the public. So if you're looking to gain resources and scrap through workshops, do it in the private world. Okay? And I will actually show you that it does combine. All right? That it tracks both sides. So I need to actually hit and hold this, go to L1, scroll down, hit quit, go to main menu, and then I'm going to show you guys that it tracks. So if I click play, see adventure and private adventure, notice adventure, below it, max 24 players. If I go to private adventure, which is just one more to the right, max players 8, shares progression with adventure. Says it right below it. Okay? If you're looking to get workshops, go into the private adventure. If you're looking to actually do it without grabbing workshops, or you're wanting to play adventure, do not grab workshops, okay? Go find the resource nodes, put a pump on it, and actually gain it that way, where you use acid to turn it into the regular, so this way you don't have the PvP aspect of people taking over stuff when you're trying to gain resources. Especially for new returning players that might be low in resources, or even new players. Do not take workshops unless you're in private adventure. Private adventure also will require you to get Fallout first, which is like $12.99 before tax. It's like $14 something after tax. Just figured I'd point that out, okay? And to show you guys, if I quickly click on this is Fallout first. I can't, well, actually, technically, I can view an atomic shop, because I don't know if this page shows up to you guys. Are you guys able to see my atomic shop? I'm actually going to go check as well, guys. That way I can't have trolls saying, yes, we see it, and it's actually like a blue screen or something. So, into here, let's make sure. So, we're going to click on me, and yes, you guys get to see it. So, if we go down here, you're going to see this at the very bottom. If I click on this, do you guys get to see this? Give it a second. Give it a second. Yes, you guys get to see it. So, you can see here, $12.99, and then for a whole year is $99.99, okay? But to show you guys, it will cost you guys a little bit of money to get this, and it's like 14 something after tax, okay? But if I scroll up again, outside of here, you will need that, but go to the private adventure if you're looking to do workshops. That simple, okay? If you're looking to play but build on top of other areas, go to adventure. You can actually have people help you. This will help you level. Just some people are actually nice enough to help give you resources if you need it, especially if they're further in the game and you're new. But do not take a workshop, because even new players will get PvP'd. They will get shot. They will lose resources and waste time. Do not do the workshops. Do not do the power plants unless you're in private adventure. Okay? It's that simple to understand about Fallout 76. Do not pass go and collect scraps inside of those areas in adventure, because you're going to have the area get raided nonetheless. All the stuff you built up is someone's going to come over there and start the capture, PvP you, kill you in one shot, and then take your area. Just do not do it. Okay? It's not worth it. So if you're playing an adventure, build on top of an actual resource node. Do not take a workshop. It's common sense. The only places it does not share between both of these is going to be the high risk and custom worlds. Custom worlds will not, be shared to the adventure worlds. Long as you're an adventure in private adventure, which private adventure, again, if I hover over it, does share progression. Okay? So if you're looking to, again, get the other stuff, go to private. If you're looking to build on top of stuff, or you still get the pump, nobody can take it, no PvP is involved unless you shoot back, adventure. Okay. And then if you're looking, like, if you have Fallout first and you're looking to test builds, make stuff for free, and don't, like, raise the damage to the point, keep it normal, so you can test stuff around or see how shit is, go to your custom worlds. Okay? That's simple for that, too, but I made mine feel more like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, over here in the custom worlds, so that way I can kind of get the premium feel of how Fallout used to play before they done this bullshit of a game. But just figured I'd get that point across, get it out there, help new players, because my cousin, who's played Fallout and is like level 500, still tries doing workshops in the regular adventure, and then gets pissed at me when I don't want to go help him with the workshops because he should have just been smart enough to do it in the private. Again, I'm not here to completely blow his, to bullshit him or to cuss at him or, be mean, but I'm just trying to give advice not only for new players, him, but also people that might be returning into the game. It's that simple. Now, again, guys, this is a stream to help with that, which means the stream is ending soon because I've already been over everything. If you guys want to do that, I have to catch it to upload or rewind back, and maybe hopefully it doesn't kick you when I'm about to end stream here in a second. This is kind of a tutorial and to be helpful. If this helped you guys, don't forget to smash the like, subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment to say if it's been helpful or give your own views. But until next time, guys, love you, stay awesome, and peace.